All right, so as promised, we're going to talk about Avadhuta and his 24 gurus that he found, which happen to all be elements of the world around him, and a great lesson for us to open our ears to the teachings of being. These teachings are not something that we cognate, so it's not that you sit there and analyze a tree. What you do is you quiet your mind and let it sit and soak in the presence, in that divine presence, and stare at a tree and listen. And lessons will arise from it. So it's not you creating lessons out of looking at the tree. It's you quieting the mind, sitting in the presence of the beloved, and listening with your whole being to be taught as a prayer to the universe that surrounds you, that you ultimately are one with, and you learn. And so Avadhuta, his first teacher that he mentions, is the earth. And he says, "From earth I have learned forbearance and the accomplishment of good for the sake of good. Never should a man of steady wisdom swerve from truth, nor lose his poise, even when oppressed by others. A wise man should, like the trees and the mountains, yield good to all. His very birth must be to such an end." So his first teacher, our first teacher, is the earth and the way it has nurtured you for your whole life, growing everything that you have eaten, providing all the air that you have breathed, and how it does that for people, whether they abuse it or don't abuse it, whether they appreciate it or never think about it, that the earth in its steadiness is the prime example of equanimous giving, equanimous compassion, that it brings the rain on the good and the evil, it brings the sun on all of us. Equally, it feeds us and nurtures us and takes care of us. It's that absence of ego, that absence of requirement, that absence of limitation. And so our teacher, this planet, this earth that we live on, that provides for everything, our first teacher,